Well, here we are. Happy holidays and welcome to Sam Roberts Now on this very lonely Friday. If there was ever a lonely Friday, the Friday before Christmas would be it. But here we are because this is what we do, and it wouldn't be the loneliest Friday of all Fridays without Hot Dog and his trash stash. What's going on, Hot Dog?
Oh, that's a good one. No, this is a temporary thing as I go through my holiday blues.
I thought you were going to say puberty.
It's the most depressing week of the year.
How so? I mean, I think that's such a selfish thing that people say. Like, why is it depressing at the holidays? Even if you don't specifically like it. Is it what? Just because all the attention's not on you? Is that what the problem is?
For once, aren't we all a little bit selfish? I mean, yeah,
it's about giving. And you're like one of these incels that's like, hey, I don't have anything to give anyone. I don't have anyone to give to. Nobody loves me. I have nobody to give gifts to. Must be their fault, not my fault. Their fault. Yeah.
Are you mimicking my wheezy voice because I'm sick, or do you think that's just how I sound generally?
No, just when you're sick.
Okay.
Just right now. I mean, just this week.
Luckily, I don't have any gifts to give to anyone.
Of course you don't.
That's a plus.
Of course you don't. Because there's nobody in your life.
Plenty of people in my life.
I know you do, Hot Dog. I tease because I care so much. And this, it really is the season of bringing people together. I don't know if you saw, but a little update from a story that we talked about last week, that there is an update in the DC universe, in the battle between The Rock and James Gunn that people really care about, because people care about their superheroes and people care about The Rock. And when you combine all those things together and add an element of showbiz drama, boy, do you have a powder keg. You have everything you could possibly want right there. So it really has fueled its own cottage industry of gossip and news for the last week or so. But of course, to bring you up to speed, we talked about it last week, but Henry Cavill was taken off of the DC Universe plate. He's no longer Superman. This upset The Rock because he said, I told him he was going to be Superman, and James Gunn said, well, I'm in charge now. And it got very dramatic. Now, immediately when we got off the air last week, news broke, and I don't know if you saw this, Hot Dog, that The Rock had unfollowed the DC account and the Black Adam official account. Can you believe that?
Developing breaking news.
Yes. Unfollowed them. And I knew then this is the real deal. So we got the update, and this is how it went down. The Rock goes to his Twitter account because people were really concerned, and he says, my passionate friends, which I love, because a lot of these celebrities you feel like you're fans of, but The Rock, you're friends. The Rock, it's like when you go to most restaurants, you're going to an uncaring national chain that just wants to get your money and has no individual interest in who you are. But when you go to the Olive Garden, you're family. And you go, oh, okay, that's the difference, right? When you go into like a Chili's, you're just a number. You're just another number to them.
306.
Yeah, the same restaurant that they've built in every city, in every state, in all of these United States. But at the Olive Garden, you're not a number, you're family. And that's why I like the Olive Garden. That's why I like The Rock. He looks at his Instagram followers, and he doesn't see millions and millions and millions of nameless, faceless, neck-breathing. Right. He doesn't see a bunch of mouth-breathing neckbeards. He sees friends. And he writes to these friends, my passionate friends. Which, by the way, if my friends felt about me the way The Rock's friends feel about him, I would say that you guys have got to work out some issues. I can't be that guy for you. there is some codependency going on here that we can't have in a productive friendship. But that's a different story, okay? So he says, my passionate friends, I wanted to give you a long-awaited Black Adam update regarding the character's future in the new DC universe. Okay, I'm ready for the update. James Gunn and I connected. Rock! Jimmy Gunn! Jimmy Gunn, Rock! Ah! How about this internet, huh? Look, we got to talk to you. We're not doing your bullshit anymore. All right, Rock?
Why'd you unfollow me, bruv?
Yeah.
First question.
Yeah. DJ! Jimmy Gunn! Jimmy Gunn! Hey, pretty quick with that unfollow button, huh, DJ? What's up with that, buddy? I thought we were friends. Jimmy Gunn. Black Adam, James Gunn and I connected, and Black Adam will not be in the first chapter of storytelling, which is the new boss's way of being like, we'll revisit it. First chapter. That's not for you.
Hey, the door is always open here, pal.
Hey, you already did a movie. You already had the first movie. We're not going to do another first chapter, but come on. Second, third, fourth chapter. I could see revisiting this. However, DC and $7 have agreed to continue exploring the most valuable ways that Black Adam can be utilized in future DC multiverse chapters. How did I guess The Rock owns Black Adam somehow? Because most of these guys, like Henry Cavill, isn't going like, well, good, I'm taking Superman with me. Because James Gunn's like, no, we're gonna keep Superman. But The Rock is like, cool. Well, since I'm literally Black Adam, there's nothing else to it. Like, there is no separation. It's just the reason The Rock played Black Adam is because he actually is Black Adam.
I'm pretty sure he's an executive producer.
He's executive producer. He must have some kind of ownership in the character or say in what happens or something. And yeah, future DC multiverse chapters is already telling me things are going in a bad direction with DC.
I don't think James Gunn. I think James Gunn told The Rock, "Hey, if we open up the multiverse, anything's possible." I mean, look at Marvel.
Hey,
and then that's how he slides his way out of this awkward conversation.
Hey, it's the multiverse, okay? You think what? Hey, babe, this is how he talks. He's Jimmy Gunn. Babe, it's the multiverse, okay, babe? You think that when Tom Holland showed up on the scene, Tobey Maguire, you think Tobes was happy about it? No, babe, Tobes was calling me. He was saying, Jimmy, I don't know what to do. I said, babe, I got enough on my plate with DC. But let me tell you something. Those Marvel cats, they opened up the multiverse, and all of a sudden, Tobes and Tommy are on the screen together. DJ, this is what we can do for you, babe.
It's crazy how things work out.
And The Rock went like this. Oh, yeah? Yeah? That sounds really good. It says, James and I, and meanwhile, he's calling Batista and John Cena going, how'd you guys ever work with this clown? He's saying James and I have known each other for years and have always rooted for each other to succeed. I can think of at least 1 week where I can bet you guys did not root for each other to succeed.
Probably when he unfollowed.
Yeah, specifically last week. It's no different now, and I will always root for DC and Marvel to win and win big. He added "and Marvel" in parentheses. That's what I love. He's like, he's not saying, I want DC to win because I like James Gunn. This is the Rock knows how to play this game too. Don't get it twisted. Politics. The Rock is still The Rock. He goes, I always root for DC and Marvel. I like movies. And you're just like, oh, you jabbed him. You got him. You got him good there. You guys know me, and I have a very thick skin. He does have a thick skin, hot dog. And you can always count on me to be direct with my words. I'll bet he gave James Gunn a piece of his mind. These decisions made by James and DC leadership represent their vision of DCU through their creative lens. Okay, that statement right there. That is not a statement of partnership. That is The Rock letting people know, look, I talked to James Gunn. Black Adam is not happening because he said no. There is no we decided. He's saying that's what they think. I couldn't agree less, but hey, who am I? I'm just The Rock. After 15 years of relentless hard work to finally make Black Adam, I'm very proud of the film we delivered for fans worldwide. I will always look back on the fan reaction to Black Adam with tremendous gratitude, humility, and love. We did great. Yes, you did, Rock. Yes, you did. Great. He did great. Hot dog.
Did he?
Yes.
Did you watch it?
I seen it.
You like it?
He did great. He did great. To my very passionate and vocal Black Adam / superhero genre fans, again, superhero genre. There was a time where he would have said Black Adam / DC fans, but The Rock is letting the world know these hoes ain't loyal, and neither am I.
I'm a free agent.
I'm a free agent, baby. We're talking about superheroes now. Don't put any labels on me. I love you. Thank you. And I will always listen to you. Unlike that son of a bitch James Gunn did for me. He didn't write that, but that's the subtext. And do my best to deliver and entertain you. He writes, what a hell of a month. Now we all need some Terramana. I swear to God, he wrote that.
It's a good cheap plug.
Yeah, I honestly, I poured myself a shot. After what I looked, I said, you know what, Rock? You're not wrong. Let's all have a shot at Terramana. Have a productive week and happy holidays to you and your families, DJ. Hot dog, what a heartfelt message.
I want The Rock to go on screen and just start writing the word Marvel in the air.
Like Brett did?
Yeah. It's a lot.
What's
he
spelling? I'm sorry, wait, what was the first one again? I'm not done. This is just the E.
It's an M. It's an M.
Yeah, just loogies right in James Gunn's face. Well, James Gunn responded too. Hot dog, after that 2-page eloquent synopsis of what went on. Have you heard about what James Gunn responded with?
I'm sure he returned the favor. Just as a 2-page thank you, Rock, for your great service. We continue the multiverse, all the possibilities, yada, yada, yada. We love you.
Hang on, Hot Dog. Before you read your thing, I want to make sure we have enough time to read James Gunn's entire statement here.
Okay.
He quote tweeted, which is always a good sign. Gave him the old quote tweet, so if anybody wants to, they can read his thing. And James Gunn wrote, love The Rock. Not even like a proper pronoun to start the sentence. Love The Rock, and I'm always excited to see what he and $7 do next. Can't wait to collaborate soon. Prayer hands.
We wish you the best in all your future endeavors.
Did you? I'm always excited to see what he and $7 do next. James Gunn is saying, because all I'm going to be able to do is see it in theaters like you, because he ain't going to be doing it with me. What happened with James Gunn and The Rock? I feel like, whether I'm James Gunn or anybody else, who in Hollywood is more successful than The Rock? Who's more beloved than The Rock? Nobody except Vin Diesel has a negative word to say about The Rock. Everybody says this guy is a gem. The idea that James Gunn is like, no, thank you, The Rock. What the hell does this guy have up his sleeve that he's saying, no, thank you, The Rock?
I mean, he's James freaking Gunn. I mean, he's
turned
around Suicide Squad.
No. He's the freaking Rock, okay? He turned around Rocky Maivia. What was more of a flop? Original Suicide Squad or Rocky Maivia? Don't lie.
Rocky Maivia was quite the flop.
Rocky Maivia was a major, major flop. All those vignettes that came on showed up in Madison Square Garden. They chanted, die, Rocky, die at him. Die, Rocky, die. And what did he do? He recovered that flop. He recovered it, and he became the pie-eating, eyebrow-raising,
ground blazing,
jabroni-beaten, people's champion. He became The Rock, okay? So don't tell me that James Gunn has recovered a franchise. Nobody's recovered a franchise like The Rock has. The Rock, James Gunn knows how to pivot. The Rock shows up to Hollywood, right? And these dopes, these idiots, these idiots that he has with him, they go, you know what you need to do? Rock goes, what? They go, slim down. You got to get smaller and let your hair grow in a little bit so you look more like an actor, not like The Rock. The Rock goes, okay, I mean, I'm new here, so I'll give it a try. That was his Rocky Maivia stage. Eventually, he goes, look, I've had some success, but I think I could have a lot more. How about I shave my head bald and get as big as 2 buildings? And Hollywood goes, okay, would you like the entire industry? That's pivoting. Look at The Rock. You just said Walking Tall. Look at Dwayne Johnson in Walking Tall. And look at The Rock in San Andreas. Come on.
The Rock ate The Rock.
Exactly. And let me tell you something. Whenever San Andreas comes on my TV, I'm watching the shit out of it. Who can save us from the San Andreas fault collapsing? I know. Liam Neeson or The Rock. One of the two. One of the two. I'm usually going to go with The Rock because Liam Neeson is known to say some wild shit in interviews that you can't look past. So I'll go with The Rock.
Black bastard.
Yeah, I can't mess with that anymore. He's got all these skills, but I can't, he's out of his mind, Liam Neeson. The Rock.
James Gunn is just like so hot right now. What can you do?
I understand he's so hot right now. But you know who's always hot? The Rock. What's a time when The Rock hasn't been the shit? Except Rocky Maivia. Except Rocky Maivia. When was The Rock not the shit? When?
Black Adam?
Nah, he was still the shit. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that to DJ. That's his dream, dude. Black Adam is his dream. Don't do that to DJ.
If Black Adam did amazingly well, I think he would have had a more of a say in what would happen.
He's The Rock. He's allowed to fluctuate. I mean, we can't. The way we strive for these unattainable visions of perfection, it's not fair. It's not fair.
Let's see. Black Adam performed poorly at the box
office.
Who
said that? Who said that?
These are just some news articles I'm reading. Winners and losers.
Fake.
Yahoo.
Wait, what did Yahoo say? That's a legacy media.
Black Adam was a loser.
No. Everybody's trying to cozy up to James Gunn now and follow this James Gunn narrative. No. And no.
Business Insider. Black Adam shows the limit of superhero movies.
What?
Dwayne Johnson.
Listen, let me tell you right now. I dare you, historically speaking, to not be on The Rock's side. I dare you. I dare you. You know who's going to win?
It depends on who's on the other side. Is it John Cena, Batista? Because they're pretty hot right now.
Oh, really? Let's go back to WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
The Rock beat John Cena.
John Cena beat The Rock.
Oh, well, that was twice in a lifetime. I didn't think about the second time. All right. No, that's true. That's true. The promo on the wrist thing was bad. It was bad. That was a bad. Yeah. But he had the whole goddamn arena chanting Fruity Pebbles.
I mean, Black Adam's already on HBO Max.
So is the Batman. Like so is the Batman. So is the Batman. You love the Batman.
Batman came out
that's the business model. They don't go. That's the business model. Stuff comes out quick. The menu's about to be on HBO Max. I didn't even get a chance to go to the theater to see that. Stuff comes out on streaming quick. They want people to watch these movies. Bullet Train's already on Netflix.
This is a what have you done for me lately industry. You know why Leo's still hot? Because it's always banger after banger after banger.
Look, Leo's a shit. I'm not going to sit here. You're not going to trick me into a conversation where I have to either insult The Rock or Leo. That's not going to happen. Okay?
Leo would, if Leo was in the DCU, he would absolutely make it to the new DCU.
Well, you're not going to say no to Leo. That's crazy.
No,
you're not going to say no to Leo. You're not going to say no to Leo.
You might say no to The Rock.
Only if because you're a goddamn fool. That's why.
Okay, all right.
Because you're a goddamn fool. And historically speaking, you bet against The Rock. My man got 3 seasons out of Young Rock. You bet against The Rock, and you're losing every time. This isn't. No. This isn't rock, paper, scissors. Because in the real world, you know what beats rock? And don't say paper like money. And in this case, money beat. Don't say that.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because I know
paper. paper.
Sometimes I out-argue myself as we're going just for fun. Look, in the real world, nothing beats Rock. Nothing.
Except for Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Not at 19.
2 times at
Not
WrestleMania.
at 19 though. Not at 19. Not at 19.
Okay, 2 out of 3.
Not the last one.
Sure. I mean, Stone Cold was like a bionic. You know, he was a broken down man at that point. But whatever. Okay.
OMR.
I think The Rock ends up in Marvel.
I would love that. I would love that just to spite him. But he can't do Black Adam in Marvel. They're like, that's not a Marvel character.
No, and he would want to be the
What if they
lead in
okay?
something. He's
what
not
if
going to
they
be
do,
like a villain.
What if they do this? What if they take the new Captain
Black
America
Panther.
away from Papa Doc, and they make it The Rock? You know how Papa Doc?
Ooh, that would be good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Poor Papa
Sorry,
Doc.
Papa Doc.
Poor
Yeah,
Papa Doc.
you gotta go.
Because you know what The Rock would say? His real name's
What?
Clarence, and his parents have a real good marriage. They go, what? And he go, and then The Rock would hit. You know what he'd say about Captain America?
What?
He went to a private school.
He did.
Woo!
He did.
Woo! Not good.
I would love to see him in Marvel just because he wouldn't have such a say as he did in Black Adam, which is probably why it was like a failure.
It wasn't stop saying that. It wasn't a failure.
I'm reading all these articles right here, bro.
It's fake news.
Okay. All of them?
The biased media, don't trust them.
Okay.
You know the media is biased against The Rock. Always have been.
Always.
Media hates The Rock. They've always been unfair to him.
The Rock's Black Adam box office damage control is embarrassing.
Who
Don't
said that?
forget,
Who said that? Tell me the
Yahoo
name.
said that.
Tell me the
There's
name.
another Yahoo
Tell me
article.
the
Yahoo's
name.
coming after
Tell
this.
me the name.
All
Who
right, hold
said
on,
it?
Hold on.
Tell me the name.
Linda
Linda.
Codega.
Linda Codega?
Yeah.
Well, Linda Codega, you could kiss my ass. That's what I say. She doesn't know anything. How many superhero movies did Linda Codega ever make?
3, actually.
Linda should be working in the bodega. That's what I think of Linda Codega. No, she doesn't know what she's talking about. I'll tell you what's interesting though. What's going on in the industry right now is they might have to start. You know the YouTube channel Honest Trailers. I don't even know if they're still around, but you know they're one of the classic sort of OG YouTube channels. They might have to start pulling those. Yeah, they might have to start just using those trailers. And it's all because, and I didn't know. Okay, so like Ana De Armas. I know her from like, she was in Knives Out.
James Bond.
Oh, is she a James Bond girl?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's great. She's great. I didn't know, and this is partly because I'm a boomer. Probably the same reason why I called Jenny Ortega like 9 times last week. Kind of a boomer, but what are you going to do? I'm trying to keep up. I'm doing my best. So, Ana De Armas, there's this movie. Yesterday, right? Yesterday is a musical set to the Beatles music. And Ana De Armas is in it. And now what I didn't know about Ana is that she's got stans. There are many, and it's no surprise to me. I could see why you would. But
Goddess.
You think she's a goddess?
Yeah. Ana De Armas. You got to say it correctly.
Ana De Armas. Is that good?
Yeah.
Thanks. Do you stand?
I do stand.
Okay.
She's beautiful.
Would you say you're an Armaniac?
I didn't even know that. Is that the term for stands?
Yeah.
Okay, you can lump me in there.
Okay, well, get this, hot dog. You might be into some cash coming your way. Because she's in the trailer for this movie yesterday. So these two Ana De Armas fans, they see this trailer, and they're watching on Amazon, and they go, oh, shit, I've seen all the De Armas hits, but I never seen this yesterday movie. Let me pay this $3.99 and rent it right now. And they watch it. And they watch it start to finish. You know what they don't see?
Ana De Armas?
Ana De Armas, nothing. No Ana. No, she's not there at all. And they go, what the hell was that? We rented this movie specifically to see the Ana De Armas charm. And she's not there. And so they get furious. They're fuming because the last thing they wanted to do was see these dumb Beatles movies. Now, I looked it up. And she is indeed, I mean, songs. I looked it up, and she is indeed in the trailer of the film. But her role was cut. See, she was supposed to play this actress. I guess, I'm never going to watch this movie, but I guess the movie is about this guy who sings Beatles songs. And he's got this girl at home, but then he becomes famous. And I guess he's supposed to kind of step out on his relationship with Ana De Armas because he's famous now and he's got access to that.
Who the hell would do that?
I was going to say who could blame him, but either side. But apparently they ran the movie in front of test audiences. And the test audiences didn't like that the character stepped out on his relationship. So they eliminated the whole part, which in and of itself is gross and tells you everything you need to know about movie making and how, you know, you've got these people who are supposed to be storytellers who are changing full stories based on what some dopes at a test screening go to because they found out there was a free movie they could go to on a Wednesday afternoon.
That's not art. That's capitalism.
Let's not get political, hot dog. So they left her in the trailer is the thing. So she's in the trailer, but her scenes got deleted from the movie. So in January of this year, these two fans bring it in front of a judge. They say, we'd like to file a lawsuit against Universal Pictures for false advertising. We rented this movie.
No. Not fraud.
Right. False advertising, maybe. That's what they said. Instead of watching yesterday, they watched the Fyre Fest doc, and they heard Ja Rule's description of false advertising. They said, that's what we're a victim of. And so they went to the judge. They said, just like Ja Rule says, we're a victim of false advertising. And the judge was like, all right, let me hem and haw this over. Now, Universal said, this is not false advertising. There's a creative license that goes into creating movie trailers because it is a creative product. Movie trailers, they say, fall under the First Amendment, freedom of speech. So there is no expectation that exactly what you see in the movie trailer is going to happen in the movie. And these Armaniacs that downloaded the thing, they rented the movie, they were like, you're out of your mind, Universal. Of course there is. This is not a creative thing. This is not a piece of art. This is a commercial for your movie. If it's a commercial for your movie, if like, you know, they got a commercial for Tide Pods and they say cleans clothes and tastes great, and the kids and the moms are like, hey, we're super pissed you said that. And Tide goes, well, it's creative license, you know, First Amendment.
It was a joke.
I was only kidding. They go, no, it's false advertising. It tastes disgusting. So
sounds very Pepsi-ish.
Right. So the judge goes, okay, I'll take it. And I guess he spent the entire year thinking about it because the suit was filed in January, and we just find out this week that the judge says, sorry, Universal, that's bullshit. It's 100% falls in line with false advertising, and these people are within their right to sue you. So the lawsuit goes forward. A judge has ruled that these two can sue Universal for false advertising Ana De Armas based on the fact that Ana De Armas was not actually in the film that they paid to rent. Now, there's a couple things at play here. Number one, these two people want $5 million.
Only for time spent.
Well, they say it's part of a grander thing, and it'll be like, you know, everybody that rents it will get their money back and blah, blah, blah. I believe that by the laws of false advertising, I would say that these two, since they were together when they rented the movie, are entitled to $3.99. They may sue Universal for $3.99. And quite frankly, if I'm on that jury, I'm ruling in favor of them. I say Universal owes them $3.99.
What about their time? You don't think their time is worth $5 million?
Wait, you mean the 90 minutes that they watched the movie?
Yeah, they could have been doing something else.
First of all,
that made them 5 million.
I'll give you half the movie. If you go through half the movie and there's no Ana De Armas, I can't give you the whole movie. You know, at some point, it's not like she's in a post-credit
scene. What is the twist?
Or you mean post-credits? You mean literally post-credit scene. Okay. All right, so if you're sitting there, if you're 90 minutes of your time, what's minimum wage?
$5 million.
I don't think that's minimum wage. I'll give you $10 an hour. Well, okay, what do I give the babysitter? An expensive babysitter.
$5 million?
No, I'm going to say I'll give you $30 an hour. That's a really good rate. $30 an hour for an hour and a half. I'll give you $45 plus the $3.99, and I'll round it up a penny. I'll give you $45.01 plus $3.99. I believe that the two of them combined are entitled to $49 max.
What about an Uber? The Uber to go to your friend's house as they watched it together.
No.
That has to be worth at least $5 million.
No, you did not have to Uber. You both got Prime. You did not have to Uber. You chose to Uber. You were probably getting food as well.
Yeah, no. You're not going to eat during a 90-minute movie?
No. You were going to eat anyway. You can't prove that. We'd have to go right back to court to prove to me that the meal was dependent on the film. No, $49 is as far as I will go for this thing.
The electricity bill?
No, maybe $55. I'll go to $55. You can get $55 out of it. You're a good lawyer.
We bump it up a little bit more to $5 million.
See, that's the problem. They go $5 million. It'll be like a class action thing. I go, you mean to tell me that the movie Yesterday has been rented 1.25 million times under the assumption that Ana De Armas is going to be in that movie? 1.25 million times that movie has been rented. First of all, there's no way that movie has been rented 1.25 million times on Amazon. There's no feasible way that happened. Second of all, what?
Would you not have watched The Revenant would you have watched The Revenant if Leo was not in it? Probably not.
No, I love that every argument you have about movies goes back to Leo.
So I would say that everyone who watched this trailer or watched this movie watched.
Well, how are you going to tell me that it's $5 million worth of people? It's not that many people.
Well, let's look at the numbers. Let's see. Yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm going to look it up.
It's got like 15 reviews on it.
2019.
There's no way 1 million people watched it on Amazon.
Let's see.
It'd be like grossly profitable.
Box office, $154 million.
That's the box office. So you're saying all those people are going to get cash too?
And they should be entitled to. Why not? They went and bought the movie based on a trailer.
Well, see, that's what the industry is a little bit worried about. Is that it's not really about this. If let's be honest, they're not going to have to pay $5 million. Let's say even if they had to pay $2 million, big deal. Universal can afford $2 million. They'll make it back, with whatever. The problem is the precedent that is being set here. The precedent that is being set here is that if a trailer misleads you, you can sue the movie studio. There's a lot of misleading trailers out there. Because you could say, well, just about all the trailers have, the actors in them, sure. But, there are plenty of trailers that make a movie look funnier than it actually is. There are plenty of trailers that they even pointed out in this lawsuit. Universal was like, hey, one of the Jurassic Park movies, they have a full trailer made up of footage that is not actually in the movie. And the Jurassic Park people were like, why don't you keep that to yourselves? How about you don't bring that up? Because I think now the industry is in a lot of trouble. Look, it's not wrong to say that the movie trailer should reflect the movie. That's true. Of course, the movie trailer should reflect the movie. Otherwise, we're just going to, if this had gone the other way, the movie studios could have just gone absolutely bonkers, putting whatever they wanted in these trailers to just try to get you in a theater seat.
George Clooney.
Yeah, and then you're watching a movie like this has nothing to do with the trailer. This is insane. And they're like, yeah, the trailer's an art piece. What do you mean? But, I think if Universal has to pay $5 million and it means that we're going to get accurate trailers, good. But there's no way that Universal owes $5 million on this movie. No way.
I will say though, I do actually like trailers that it's very rare that it happens with trailers that just kind of have like a concept of the film without actually using scenes from it, because you don't like it to be too spoilerish. So I do like when they do that. So that's problematic. That is an artistic thing. Like Rosemary's Baby. The trailer for Rosemary's Baby had zero scenes from the movie.
Right. Like, what if somebody sues Knives Out and is like, I didn't even know what the end was from the trailer. Like I didn't know that was going to be. The ending sucked. You should have told me that in the trailer. Well, I mean, I think that there's a difference between keeping it under wraps and being totally misleading. I think that's what they're trying to avoid, the misleading thing. So,
I mean, not having Ana De Armas in this movie is a step too far.
You got pissed when I told you about it?
Yeah, that is like, okay, having scenes that are not in the final cut of the movie, sure. Having actors that are not in the final cut of the movie?
Yeah, because that Tyrannosaurus was still in Jurassic Park. There's still dinosaurs in that thing. There's dinosaurs chasing Jeep Cherokees. That's what we're here to see. Big dinosaurs chasing Jeep Cherokees. And even if the angle doesn't match up, even if it's not the exact moment that you saw in the trailer, we're going to give you dinosaurs chasing Jeep Cherokees.
What if they use the fourth cut instead of the third?
Well, that's the thing. Now, if I went and saw dinosaurs chasing Mini Coopers around, I'd be like, I think I'm entitled to a little money back on this ticket. Where's the Cherokees? Well, I'll tell you, Hot Dog. We have a, and by the way, if you're watching live with us here, don't forget to like the video. Or if you're not watching live, you can still like the video. But super chat in. A lot of you are super chatting in tonight. Happy holidays. Every super chat will get acknowledged, will get read here on the show. So if you'd like to contribute to the show and you want to make sure that your contribution is a part of the show, super chat in. Every super chat will get read. And I feel like this happens lately every Christmas. And I think that this is going to become a new tradition. Hot Dog, you know how I feel about my movies, horror movies specifically. And I feel like the last couple of years, I have tried to turn you on. Period. End of statement. The last couple years, I've tried to turn you on to Christmas horror movies. And I feel like they're a tough sell on you every time.
It is.
But I've said...
because you're already starting like at me not liking
horror.
Christmas.
Or Christmas.
No, I don't mind horror.
So your hang up with the Christmas horror is Christmas.
Yeah, I hate any. You know, when you're back in the cable days, whenever like every single show had to have a Christmas themed episode, or holiday or Thanksgiving, I hated those.
You didn't like those.
No.
So you don't like Home Alone.
Well, that's not a. I guess it's a Christmas movie, but it's not. The plot isn't like.
I mean, it's pretty goddamn Christmassy.
The plot is a kid at home. It's not like the joy of Christmas.
Well, I'm not even good. I mean, they literally. The family comes together at the end on Christmas Day, and it's a Christmas miracle. But if you're sitting here going, I don't know about this Home Alone, I won't even have the Die Hard debate with you. No, I thought that maybe we could make it a grand tradition because my opinion changes all the time. And I thought going forward, every year on Sam Roberts Now, we do my top 5 Christmas horror movies this year. Now, that's not to say that...
This year?
That's not to say, Hot Dog, any of these came out this year. That's to say that this year, as Christmas approaches, because I come from the gut with this stuff, okay? And as Christmas approaches, these are the 5 Christmas horror movies that are really piquing my interest. These are the movies that I'm rewatching 100 times. When I'm going to make a new list every year. It's just not going to match because, my interests change. But so every year I'll just rank the top 5 Christmas horror movies of all time, but they'll change because I change as the years change, So
you have last year's list?
I don't have it. I don't know. That would have been the job of a producer. But this here is my top 5 all-time Christmas horror movies of the year list. Okay?
All time for 2022.
My all-time top 5 Christmas horror movies this year.
Yes.
Okay. So, and you know, Violent Night was a movie that came out this year. I saw Violent Night. I thought it was terrific. But Violent Night, to me, fits more into, like, the movie category of, like, the Mel Gibson movie Fat Man that came out maybe 2 Christmases ago. No. Where it's a Christmas action movie. Violent Night was great. I loved it. Felt warm and tingly inside. But it was a Christmas action movie. So here are my top 5 all-time Christmas horror movies of 2022. Okay?
Okay.
So coming in at number 5 is a movie called Santa's Sleigh. Santa's Sleigh came out in 2005. At the time it was released, it did go straight to DVD. But hey, lots of movies go straight to streaming these days. It doesn't mean we hold a prejudice against them. Santa's Sleigh is remarkably kitschy. I mean, it's basically all kitsch. The premise of this movie is that jolly old Saint Nick was never meant to be this friendly fat man with a jolly beard that makes toys and delivers goodwill on Christmas Day every single year. That actually 1,000 years ago, I guess in 1905, no, that'd be 100 years ago.
What?
1005. Yeah. Yeah, in the year 1005, Saint Nick had a curling match with an angel. You know curling, the Olympic sport?
I thought you meant like this. Like curling some dumbbells. Curling match.
Let me see. No. Is that what that's like? Look at that. Look at that pump. I see that pump. Don't
That's
flex. I saw you flex when you did it. That was so lame.
I wasn't flexing. I don't know.
Oh, no?
This is me.
So he lost the curling match, which meant for 1,000 years he had to be Santa Claus. But the 1,000 years is up, so now he's out to inflict his revenge. You know who plays? You know who plays? You know who's? You know who slays as Santa in this movie?
Who?
Bill Goldberg.
Bill
Goldberg plays Santa in Santa's Sleigh, and there is this insane dinner scene that is the most 2005 scene that you've ever witnessed. It's a dinner table, and around the dinner table are God bless him, Scott Conn is at the head of the table. No, I'm sorry. Scott Conn is his son. James Conn from The Godfather. James Conn is sitting at the head of the table. Sitting around him are Fran Drescher. Fran Drescher from The Nanny. Chris Kattan from SNL. The hot girl who was in like Urban Legends, that horror movie. It's just the most sort of, it's 2005, and we all thought we were going to be more famous dinner table that you ever saw. And why is Jimmy Kahn in a position that he needs to check this badly? And Santa comes down the chimney and just slaughters all of them. This is a gore fest. This is not a plot-driven movie. This is not a serious movie. As a matter of fact, it is impossible to take this movie seriously because I don't think the filmmaker took it all that seriously. So when you kind of come to terms with that, you're able to have a lot of fun with it and take it as fun. You want to see some of the trailer?
Hell yeah. I was looking it up right now. Yeah.
It's the truth you want, and it's the scary truth you're gonna have.
There's the grandpa.
According to the Book of Claus, Santa, Satan's only son, lost a bet and was forced
See, Santa was Satan's son.
to spread Christmas cheer. Now, all bets are
I don't think it was a bet. I think it was a curling match.
off.
There he is.
Santa?
Fran Drescher from The Nanny. Santa?
Looking what?
She is looking hot, but it's post-Nanny, you know?
Get it.
Yes, there is a Santa Claus.
Goldberg. Is there any confusion as to who that might be? Seeing this movie will make you wish that Brock Lesnar was an actor, because he's just Goldberg. He's just Goldberg in a Santa outfit destroying people.
Really, I never heard of this.
So he just beats the shit out of everybody.
Ho, ho, ho.
Terrible actor. Oh, get it? Ho, ho, hose? Let's go back. I'm sorry I stepped on Goldberg's joke there.
Ho, ho, hose.
Santa Claus is not
Salt.
a myth or a legend. He's real.
Just kick that dog.
Only he's not bearing
Just murdered a dog.
gifts and presents anymore.
Christmas can sure scare the dickens out of people.
He's scary yet educational.
I'm just trying to spread a little Yuletide fear.
Are you saying Santa is offing everyone who's naughty and nice?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Shot him!
You shot Santa?
That doesn't take him out.
This holiday season,
How great does this look? Oh, yeah, I forgot. He's got present bombs.
That's awesome.
Yes, he's got present bombs, and there is a scene where these two, like, bratty kids open their presents and get their heads blown off.
It also appears from images that I'm looking at that he lights Fran Drescher on fire.
I didn't want to spoil it, but he does light Fran Drescher on fire. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And she does appear, like, with her hair all burned off and stuff. And then I believe he drowns her in an ice bucket.
lock your doors.
See, it's fun. It's Christmas fun. Look at the font. Listen to this. Listen to the sounds. It's fun.
Bolt the windows.
Oh, Grandpa got run over by a reindeer.
See, there's all kinds of one-lines in it too.
Awful.
It's so great. What are you talking about?
Everyone stand back. Things are about to get a little messy.
Yeah, they are.
And block the chimney. 'Cause naughty or nice,
Yeah.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
It's just
Santa's
murder.
Sleigh.
Go ahead, kid. Let's see what.
Oh, this is it. This is it. Watch this.
I hate
Oh.
children.
You missed it. Their heads, they show their heads blown off. And then the old people curse. It's great. It's great.
What's the spear count on this?
Jackhammers mainly. It's all
Okay.
it's all jackhammers. Yeah. Goldberg.
Super kicks.
They actually, little known fact, WCW counts all the deaths in this movie as part of Goldberg's streak. The only person that I've met that doesn't like this movie, you know who it is?
Oh.
Bret Hart. Bret Hart thinks it
Oh.
sucks. Yeah, Bret Hart thinks it's a terrible movie. Everybody else loves this movie. No, but this is like, this list, you know, this coming in at 5, Santa's Sleigh. If you want something that you're absolutely not going to take seriously, that you're going to laugh along with, you'll have a good time. It's goofy. It's violent. It's stupid. Santa's Sleigh rules. It really does rule. Ready for number 4?
Let's go.
Coming in at number 4 is a very important film. Black Christmas. Now, Black Christmas was remade in 2006, and then again, I believe, in 2019. Do not watch those films. I mean, maybe they're dumb. Like, they're fine, but they're dumb. Black Christmas in 1974 is excellent. Like, it's a slasher movie that many credit as Christmas or No Christmas, one of the very first slasher movies. You'll see that a lot of the sort of the Friday the 13th stuff, the Michael Myers stuff, like you can see it all kind of formulate in this movie. Now, most of the movie is spent, you can see the eyeball, the one eyeball of the killer, because you don't see the killer, right? The killer stalks. It's about a killer stalking a sorority house. That's Margot Kidder, by the way, with the drink. Margot Kidder's in this. She's fantastic. Margot Kidder!
Who that?
Lois goddamn Lane. Have a little bit of respect.
Oh my God.
Margot Kidder.
I know that.
Yes. Yes. But it's about this guy, he's like stalking this sorority house. He's calling them and he's harassing them and he's killing people, killing all these people, putting plastic bags over ladies' heads and stuff like that. It's a terrible thing, but it's an actually scary movie. You won't laugh at it. It's not so bad. It's good. It's excellent. It's directed.
No ho-ho-hos?
No ho-ho-hos. No Bill Goldbergs. Bob Clark is the director, who ironically, 9 years after directing Black Christmas, would go on to direct A Christmas Story, with Ralphie in 1983. But 1974, this is the prior Christmas movie that he did, and to me, a Christmas movie that I prefer, quite frankly. Black Christmas, just a really well done, scary, important movie in the slasher genre.
Now, why didn't you like the remakes?
Well, because the remakes are like in this movie, you don't necessarily see every bit of gore. You don't see every slash. You don't see a lot of it is that fear of the unknown that we always hear about, right? That everybody is so into. The 2006, specifically 2006 movie, it's just it's gratuitous. Gratuity is the word of the day in that 2006 movie, where it's just about watching these sorority girls get slashed up, and you see every bit of gore and every bit. You can appreciate it for a totally different reason, but you can't have Black Christmas 1974 and Black Christmas 2006 in the same sentence and be taken seriously at all. Olivia Hussey is the lead in this film.
Hussey.
That's right. That's right. So, yeah. I mean, if you want just a gratuitous nonsense movie, you can go with Black Christmas 2006. But I would stick with Black Christmas 1974 if you want something that will enrich your cinematic palette. Now, let's go to number 3. Number 3, hot dog, comes all the way from France. And I'm a freedom fries guy, okay? I'm not here to celebrate the French, but when they do something right, they do something right. 1989. The French put out a movie that's gone by many different names, but most of us now know it as Deadly Game, a.k.a. Dial Code Santa Claus. Now, this is very important. This movie came out a year before Home Alone. And basically, this is like, what if there was a real criminal breaking into your house and a kid who was obsessed with Rambo movies was really trying to stop him? Like, this guy is really going to kill or do something far more traumatic to the kid. And the kid,
like Rambo.
The kid is really, so yeah, that's the premise, right? This is a 10-year-old kid. He's French. Everybody's speaking French. You'll have to read the subtitles, but it's worth it.
Omelette du fromage.
Right. There's a lot of talk of fromage in this movie. So the kid, he's a rich kid, right? And he lives in like this big castle type house. And he's left with like, I don't remember, his uncle or his grandpa or something like that. And a relative, not his mom, because his mom has to go to work. She runs a department store. But he's there, and he's like super into technology. And again, it's 1989, so it's very primitive technology. But he's on the internet already. He's into coding. What? Yeah, he's on very early versions of like message boards. And he's on all this stuff. Now he's also obsessed with Rambo and war movies. So like he walks around, you can see he's got like suction cups on, because this is like how he walks around the house. But he's also got all these trap doors, all these like tricks and traps that would later be, I believe that Kevin McAllister would be inspired to use in Home Alone. But he ends up
about a year later. You said Home Alone came out a year after this, right?
More or less. More or less, yeah. So there was enough time to see this movie and then make Home Alone.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, but he's talking this Santa, right? When we meet him, he's not a Santa Claus. He's just a weird older guy who's trying to talk to children on this message board chat room type thing.
Sure.
Where he's posing as Santa Claus and trying to get addresses and stuff like that. And it's never directly said that he's a pervert or what he wants to do to these kids, but you know, we can kind of figure it out, right? So he ends up getting a gig as a mall Santa on the last day of on Christmas Eve. But he gets fired because he hits a girl, smacks her in the face because she says Santa Claus is not real. But he's also a little too touchy with the girl, a little too wanting to, with the, you know, it's really creepy.
Mm-hmm.
The mother, the lady who fires him is the mother of this kid who runs the store. So this lady has a van full of presents going to the house to be dropped off for him, her son, on Christmas morning. He jumps in the van and goes into his house. And he's dressed like Santa Claus, you know, because he's a mall Santa. And he goes down the chimney, I think. Well, he sneaks into the house regardless. And the kid hears something. So he goes under the table and he thinks he's going to catch Santa on camera. And he sees these boots and he's like, oh my God, Santa's here. But then that Santa murders his dog. And he realizes he's in a lot of trouble. And the rest of the movie is basically, you know, a murderous or worse chase throughout the house. Where it's
I'm sure he gets excited a little bit when he sees a dog die. Because now he's like, fuck yeah, now I could put this Rambo stuff to good use.
No, that's his dog, dude. He's very sad. He's
yeah,
very.
I can use my trap doors.
No, he's super sad. No, it's his dog. Why would you be happy that your dog's died?
Because now you can go ahead and be like, I could put some oil on the floor and have him do like one of those like Home Alone slips.
He's not happy about the tricks. It's not worth it. He'd much rather just have his dog.
Fun hijinks ensues.
No, this is Home Alone, but with dire consequences.
Yeah, like he touches the doorknob and it's a little bit too hot, and he goes like, ah!
And then he goes, Marv, what are you doing? Harry. So that's number 3. Love that movie. Love it. Watch it every year. Coming in at number 2, Hot Dog, you know this is a favorite of mine. You've questioned it before. Krampus.
Oh, God.
Krampus. I adore the movie Krampus. Just the fact that it exists is mind-blowing to me. I think it is such a fun movie. The cast is incredible. Adam Scott's in it. Toni Collette is in it. It's got deadly gingerbread men that try to kill you. The toys come to life because they lose Christmas spirit. So here comes Krampus instead of Santa Claus, just destroying everybody. It's awesome. I love when people have to be reminded to keep their Christmas spirit, because if they don't, then a monster will kill you and your family. Like that. It's awesome. It's like awesome. I remember, like, when this movie came out, I want to say it came out in 2006 or so.
2015?
What, was it that late? That's sick.
Yeah. 2015. Adam Scott.
Yeah. 2015, this movie comes out. And I remember watching trailers going, I thought I was going to have to sue them. Like Ana De Armas. I thought I was going to go like, because I was like, there's no way this movie is as insane as it looks like on the trailer. Why would they make this movie? And I went to a theater. I saw this movie in theaters. And I said, holy shit. This might be the greatest Christmas movie I've ever seen. This is incredible. This might be one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. I love Krampus. I will never say enough good about it. I have it on 4K. I have it.
Wow.
Yes, I own Krampus, the Naughty Cut, on 4K because I believe that Krampus is one of those movies that we should make sure is preserved forever. That's the thing. That's my thing about hard copies of film, of keeping these 4K discs, these Blu-ray discs. That, to me, is how you preserve these films forever, how you make sure they're not wiped off streaming services. Krampus, to me, is one of these movies that you have to preserve forever because it is so precious.
I mean, who knows? Universal Pictures Studios or wherever they save their hard copies could burn down, and then the world would be without Krampus, except for the fact that you hold a 4K copy of it.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Every last detail of those demonic gingerbread men right in your face. And it sounds good, too. Don't forget about the sound. All right. Coming in at number 1. Are we ready for this, guys?
Drum roll.
Number 1. No surprise here. Silent Night, Deadly Night. It's become a tradition, Hot Dog.
Yeah.
You knew it. You knew it.
We've done a breakdown on it.
This is one of my favorite scenes. So just in case you've missed it, it's basically a kid. He's this kid right here, actually. He watches a guy in a Santa suit do terrible things to his parents. I'm talking murder. I'm talking the R word. I'm talking bad stuff. And it leaves him with a complex, right? That he ends up in a mental institution. He finally gets out of the mental institution. He's working in a store. He's just trying to do right. He's holding it all back. But the store says, we need a mall Santa. We have to have a store Santa. And they force him to dress up in the Santa suit, and he goes nuts. And that's Silent Night, Deadly Night. Silent Night, Deadly Night has spawned 4 sequels. Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, 3, 4, and 5. 4 different sequels to this movie. They do not increase in quality. I will say that. But
they stay steady, though.
They stay steady. Well, as you know, Hot Dog, Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 is one of the most hilarious movies ever because what is the first 45 minutes?
It's a best of.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But it deserves a best of because Hot Dog, maybe my favorite scene in every movie, and the scene that we will rewatch together, I promise you, every single Christmas here on Sam Roberts Now on the Not Sam YouTube channel, is this one. This is the beginning of the film. This little boy with his parents have gone and visited their grandfather. His grandfather, they're one of their father. His grandfather is in a vegetative state in this nursing home. Doesn't move out of his wheelchair. The parents leave the room. This little kid is there by himself. Billy is his name. And watch this.
Grandpa? Mom!
Oh.
What do you want her for?
Oh.
She can't help you.
No.
Nobody can.
No, they can't.
You scared,
Fuck, Grandpa.
ain't you? You should be.
You scared, ain't ya?
Christmas Eve is the scariest damn night of the year.
Look at that vein in his head.
If I was you. You know what happens Christmas Eve, don't you?
Oh, no.
You know all about Santa Claus.
He brings presents to...
Can you imagine? This guy's been in a vegetative state. He arose from a vegetative state. To say this? This is crazy.
It's a nice gag.
All good boys and girls.
Oh, no.
Your daddy told you that, didn't he?
Your daddy told you that.
Well, I tell you something.
No, don't tell him.
Santa Claus only brings presents to them that's been good all year. To the ones...
So intense. By the way, this same actor is the guy that chased Marty McFly with a shotgun in Back to the Future when he landed in his barn.
What is it about his head that's so creepy?
Well, his head is giant. He's got this enormous head, like you could see. See his shoulder, right?
Yes.
His shoulder, the size of the head is this. The width of the head is significantly bigger than his shoulder. Now, I've got a big head, but I've been working on doing overhead presses. I've been working on all kinds of work to get my shoulders bigger. Because if you got a big head and these tiny shoulders, there's maybe nothing in the world creepier. And that, Hot Dog, is what you're seeing. It's so creepy. You don't even know exactly why it's creepy.
Yeah.
But it's because he's got this big dome on these tiny little shoulders because it shouldn't work. Those shoulders should not be able to support that big head. So it's like you're seeing something from a different world, and it's very frightening. It's alarming.
Is this kind of like a uncanny valley? Is that a proper use of the phrase?
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Yes. Who said that? Greg Schmidt. He's built like a lollipop. Exactly. It's scary. It's scary. It's very scary. It's like an upside down snowman. The big one is not. It's supposed to go big circle, medium circle, small circle. If you got the big circle on top, whoa! What are we doing here? I don't even understand physics. Let's go back to it.
That ain't done nothing naughty.
Uh-oh.
Naughty. All the other ones.
Oh, no.
All the naughty ones.
No.
He punishes.
Punish. And see, that's big, because when he gets older, he keeps saying, punish, punish. That's where it's from.
And it's never explained again, right?
Why the grandpa did this?
Yeah.
No, not at all. No, not even sort of. It's just like, all of the trauma that happened to this kid that led to him being a murderer. Like a lot of times murderers will have a background of trauma that takes place over the course of years. For him, he had like half a dozen life-altering traumatic incidents on one night.
I mean, forget the person coming in and as Santa and fucking up his family. This alone would do it, I feel like.
Yeah.
What about you, boy?
Uh-oh.
You been good all year?
Uh-oh. Like, he's like, I've been pretty good, but who's 100% good, right? Like, I think that he thought this was kind of like Catholicism. Like, you know, you can't be perfect, but as long as you admit what you did, it's all good. Whereas his grandpa is like, nope, you're going to get punished, boy. You're going to get punished. Is that what your daddy told you? I just love that was the read they got. Because it's not like they wrote, it's impossible to write that way. That actor came in and said, I got an idea for this character. And boy, did he knock it out of the park for me. It's my favorite scene in any movie.
You see Santa Claus tonight? You better run, boy.
You better run for your life.
You better run for your life.
Ah, I love it. You better run, boy. Run for your life. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. I hope they show it. I hope they show it. There's his parents.
They're back.
Time to go home, Billy.
Time to go home, Billy. And he's like, that never happened.
Well, why doesn't he go like, hey guys, Grandpa just woke up?
Because, I'll tell you why. He thinks that would be a naughty thing to do, and he's already freaked out enough as it is.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll traumatize you.
Plus, that same night, a guy dressed as Santa murders and assaults his parents in the middle of the road while he's watching.
Look, if my dad all of a sudden woke up and started saying weird shit like that, I'd go on a murderous spree too.
Wouldn't that be wild? If your dad was just in a coma and then your mom left and your dad woke up and he went, hot dog. And you were like, Dad, why are you calling me hot dog? And he's like, that's your name, hot dog, isn't it? And you'd be
Isn't
like,
it what Sam calls you?
Yeah, dude, what the hell is going on here? And you go, Dad woke up and he was like strangely intense. I don't understand why. And he just said the wildest stuff I've ever heard. And your mom would be like, cállate. And you'd be like, all right, whatever.
Okay.
So that's number one, Silent Night, Deadly Night. My top 5 Christmas movies of all time for 2022. Santa's Sleigh, Black Christmas, Santa's Sleigh 2005, Black Christmas 1974, Dial Code Santa Claus 1989, French, Krampus 2015, and Silent Night, Deadly Night 1984. You can't go wrong. The king.
Numero uno still.
Well, that's the head of the table.
Yeah.
That's the head. Silent Night, Deadly Night's for me, the head of the table.
We'll see.
Yeah.
2023. Let's see what's in the store for the all-time list.
Hopefully, it will still be number one 2023. You never know. You never know. Santa's sleigh might move up, might be kicked off. You never know. I'll tell you what you do know is every super chat will get acknowledged here on Sam Roberts Now. If you're watching now, we didn't get to half the stuff I wanted to get to tonight. We've been just yapping too much. When can we come? I wanted to talk about MILF Manor.
Oh, God, so do I.
And Salt Bay.
It's lit me up right now.
And Salt Bay.
Salt Bay's been acting up. Salt Bay's getting banned from everywhere.
When can we do another show that we could talk about that stuff?
I guess we could bring back a Wednesday show.
That's not a bad idea, hot dog. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. You can get alerted because I think with these beautiful topics, we might have to go live one more time. I think you're going to get 2 more shows in 2023 and 2022. And are we doing New Year Lonely Eve?
Come on, bruv.
Okay.
Come on.
This is an exciting, exciting time. Before we get let's not get lost in the future. Let's stay in the present. Every super chat will get acknowledged. So if you've been in the chat right now going, acknowledge me, make me. Super chat in right now. Every super chat will get read. Also, don't forget to like as you're watching right now. Hit like on the video, okay? And if you've missed any Sam Roberts Nows, we've been just running on all cylinders lately. Make sure you're going back and watching every episode. They've been great. Six Crow. Oh, my God, Six Crow. This guy and his contributions. Merry Christmas, my friend. Thanks for a great year. You too, Hot Dog. By the way,
thank you.
Hot Dog, the Not Sam bonus covers these super chats. You don't get extra.
Okay. Yes.
You're not getting
that's understood. I read the contract. It's in there.
Yeah. But sick. I mean, what a contribution. You're keeping us alive, buddy. You're keeping us alive. And that jacket is dope, by the way. Look at this.
$69.99.
Look
Nice.
at that. It's Canadian, though. Don't give him full credit. Done by the incredible Soraya from Jim and Sam. This was my.
Who are you wearing, Sam?
I'm wearing denim by Soraya. This is my Secret Santa Christmas gift this year. I mean, Hot Dog. It was pointed out to me that if you go to the Jim and Sam YouTube page, you can watch the whole Secret Santa. Hot Dog set up a couple cameras in there while he was there. Somehow, the Jim and Sam show can get Hot Dog to edit video for free, and they don't get nobody gives anybody any shit. I fly Hot Dog to Orlando and have him interview Shawn Michaels. I'm a terrible person. But there is a moment when Soraya gives me this gift, and I'm complimenting her, and like clearly you can see on my face, I'm totally blown away. Like there's this like look of pure dismay on your face. And I think it's number one, my gift is nowhere near as good as that.
Yeah.
And number two, Daddy likes Soraya.
Well, I would say it's more the former than Daddy likes Soraya.
That's what it was, right? I could see the dismay on your face. It was like, oh, no. I had a good gift by the standard gift, by the normal standards. I had a great gift. But when Soraya dropped this jacket, you were like, Wait. You just brought the standards all the way up here. That's not fair. I can't match that.
Bullshit.
Yeah, no, I get that. I see people in the chat saying acknowledge me. I won't unless you super chat. They are talking about Violent Night, which I like, but I'm not going to acknowledge it unless you super chat. Let's see.
I was Tyrese when Soraya gave you that jacket. I was just crying, going, "Congratulations!"
That's right. Not Sam Miguel. He says Hot Dog's gifts to Montone scream boy toy relationship.
Hey, he could use it how he wants to use it. He got the message loud and clear from me.
Yeah. Matthew M. Oh, appreciate that contribution, Matthew. Merry Christmas, Sam, and Happy Holidays, Hot Dog. Love the show and looking forward to another year. You bet, buddy. So are we. Greg Schmidt. Why is Hot Dog simping for James Gunn so hard? Trying to be in the DCU? Good luck finding someone who sells a stunner as well as The Rock, Jimmy Gunn. Greg's not wrong. And you are simping hard for James Gunn tonight.
That's am I a gun cucker now? I respect the way he turned around.
Is it because you think he's related to the Ass Boys?
And the one, Billy Gunn.
You don't like Daddy Ass. You like the one Billy Gunn?
The one Billy Gunn.
That's my guy too. Yeah, I think that's the best Billy Gunn. Just in case.
One half of the smoking guns?
Billy and Bar. I saw this video of the Smoking Guns. It's a tag team from WWF in like 1994, 1993. They came out as cowboys, but they came out with these guns on TV. But they were like cap guns, like they fired caps. But there's this footage that I saw either on YouTube or Twitter or something, and it's one of their really early appearances at a house show, and they're shooting blanks, like they're shooting like real guns, firing blanks. And apparently the crowd went into such a panic that they realized we can't do that.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. Just in case, Merry Christmas. I hope Sam uses this super chat to buy some high quality eggnog and maybe share some with the always youthful hot dog. That's exactly what I'll do. How are you gonna spend your Christmas?
I'll stay home. I'll watch The Batman in 4K.
Oh God, that's depressing.
And maybe throw in some Ana De Armas flicks.
You're gonna be by yourself?
I mean, spiritually, no, but
my wife's probably gonna make me invite you over. Kevin Lumford, why is Hot Dog dressed like Welfare's Where's Waldo? He thinks you look like Wish Where's Waldo.
I don't get it.
We already have Where's Waldo at home.
Yeah.
I see the stripes, the glasses. I see it. Greg Schmidt began my lawsuit for Halloween Kills as Evil, in fact, did not die on the night in question, as was shown in the initial trailer. I think you're entitled to a little bit of money. I think so. Look, if I said every super chat will get acknowledged and you super chatted in and I didn't acknowledge it, false advertising. Not fraud. False advertising.
Saul Goodman would take that case.
Yeah, he would. You love Saul Goodman, huh?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, my God. Wish there was a bullet hole in it. Grim Reaper. Sammy Bomber Jacket Muffins and Hot Doge. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, buddy. But this
Merry Christmas
is a denim jacket, not a bomber jacket. Very different. Meat Carrot, Sammy Soundbar. I mean, I do have a soundbar. Watch this.
Hello. I have
where's Sam?
vocal effects.
Who's that?
I haven't figured out how to use any of the vocal effects without it just sounding like you're a kid with a new toy who's got, like, have you ever noticed, like, it's like using like iMovie transitions for every single shot just because you have iMovie and you're excited. Like you could spot it.
Like a rhombus transition.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you're not. Everybody knows how you did this. I thought it might be a good rhombus transition spot. No, it's not.
Never a good time for a rhombus transition.
There's no never. Like it shouldn't even be part. I don't even know why there's all those transitions. It should be cross dissolve or nothing. Like there's like what else do you need? Cut or cross dissolve. That's it.
Yeah. Maybe a little dip to white.
I'm fine with that. Dip to white, fade out, both fine. But beyond that, cross dissolve, dip to white, fade to black. That's
with the one George Lucas loves though.
Which is
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it immediately takes me out of the movie. Or like when they freeze, like, and then they go, and you're like, why? Why would you just like you're just reminding people that they're watching a movie? Why? Bowley Fan 1. Sammy, Mark's middle name is Janice. Merry Christmas. I don't know which Mark that is, but I'll take your word for it. I will take your word for it. All right, guys. Well, look. I feel like we should have more super chats, but we don't. So what can I say?
Come on, guys. Come on.
Bunch of cheapskates out there. No, I'm kidding. There's nothing worse than demanding, why aren't you doing more of this? So I will say this. I appreciate all of you tuning into the show. I appreciate all of you going back and watching episodes. Appreciate all of you. I've been very encouraged in the last couple of months by the growth on the channel. And I hope to do a lot more. If there's stuff that you'd like to see, let me know. Keep tuning in. We'll have plenty of programming for you as we head into the new year. I hope you have an extremely fantastic, possibly murderous based on the films, Merry Christmas, and pick up that glass of eggnog. Because I'm going to cheers with you. Or coquito. Because I'm going to cheers with you later. Have a good night, everybody. Merry Christmas.